Hey, everybody.
Hello.
It's Tuesday. You know what that is? It means it's Topless Toy Talk, episode 40. And guess what? We are your small town independent comic podcast for the Cybertronian era.
Oh.
And I am your host.
And I am blocked by our graphic. And I am your better host. And we are happy that you're here tonight. But
You're happy that I'm here? Why did you look at me when you said that?
Well, I am happy that you're
I'm here every night. I don't go anywhere.
That's true. You didn't finish your whole saying.
I said I'm your host.
There's a whole bunch of stuff. Like, what episode is this?
Oh,
do you even know where we are right now?
That? Episode 40. Today is Tuesday, May 19th, something like that. Whatever. Moving on.
Are you not going to do that anymore?
We'll do what I want.
Okay.
This is my show.
I am happy, though, that you are all here. And I am also happy that I'm your better host. We have some folks here that have joined. Is this what you're going to do all night? Is just cover me up with the new logo?
When I don't
the new logo is fantastic. I'm super excited about that. Is this what you were giggling about before the show?
Yes, I was laughing at this.
Stupid. He was like, I'm doing something that you're going to hate. And
no, when I don't want to hear what you have to say, we'll just do this. And
I mean, it's a great logo, but thanks. I'm going to throw this button pad thing away here that's sitting here. We have somebody that joined approximately 39 minutes too soon, though I do appreciate the excitement that is involved here. So thank you, somebody's, aka Wolf Chaser, for joining us. We also have Crep Modification. So thank you.
And if you enjoyed the intro song,
that's us.
Check him out.
Yes.
He's got albums, playlists,
all good stuff,
videos of music.
What did you think you were saying?
I knew what I was saying. What did you think I was saying?
Oh, you're such a wild person. We also have Shaggy.
Mr. Shaggy.
15 Chi. Here we go.
You are the worst at
I
this.
am the worst. And we have Webby. Whose birthday is in 2 days. So happy pre-birthday. We're almost there.
We have a little surprise package that is no longer a surprise package.
Well, it's sitting on our kitchen counter, so
it will be packaged. Well, it's in an envelope.
It will not be there on your birthday because it's still sitting on our counter, and I don't think it'll make it to your house in 2 days. But
it's because somebody had to make something special for you.
Yes, but it will be there.
You'll deal with it. Now what?
I appreciate that people are loving the new graphics.
Oh,
we did work with a graphic designer to have some new graphics, so thank you, Crep Modification, for noticing. And we didn't just use AI art, even though that's
we paid somebody money.
We paid somebody real money to come up with.
We like to pay people money, or if they just give us things for free, that's cool too.
Yeah, that's fine. We have our favorite Stormfire Blizzard. I know.
Crackle.
Some sort of like soundboard where
we've been talking about. He sent some like really great lyrics. Like that's like a crossover with Jurassic Park, and I'm blanking on the other song right now. And we might have to see if we can make that a thing. But at some point, like we will have some type of sound effect for everybody.
Yes.
How do we play that once we have them? I don't know.
Idea.
It's going to be real wild. We'll figure it out, or we won't. I don't know. But they'll be up here at least.
And right here. Right there. In the heart.
In your boobs.
I was going with heart, but whatever. That's fine. Whatever you need to say.
Yeah. Well, we're starting with this already.
Yep.
Oh, man.
Thank you, guys.
I'm not going to remember. You guys are going on. Okay, what's going on? Keep going. Blah, blah, blah. People are saying stuff I don't care about.
No. Fence on the boxes. That is somebody.
Somebody's. At some point. Okay, so here's the deal. I really want to make OnlyFans a thing. Well, I'm going to try and make this quick so we can
not divert here too hard.
Right. But the problem is time, right? Like, there's not enough time in the day for all the things. Like, there's not enough time in the day for me to unbox all my toys, take pictures of toys, make stupid videos to post on the internet,
work job,
work my job, work my job, organize live stream. What else do I do?
Don't forget all those things.
What else do I do?
But at some point, we need to figure out this OnlyFans.
Oh yeah, we
thing.
started our Patreon, and like so we've been making special little things for that because like we got people that subscribe. Like, hold on, wait.
Okay, we'll wait for that.
And so yeah, there's not enough time today.
Yes.
But someday
Someday
we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out.
Will come.
I need to outsource it. Anybody want to make OnlyFences?
I mean, we have a box of fence parts right there.
We'll go like 40, 60 on profits.
Oh,
there's another one.
Yes, thank you.
Pants off, dance off.
It will happen. We are contemplating that as a new stream, a new weekly stream.
Oh, Dave.
Dave,
welcome, Dave. Dave. CC. What? Oh, I see. I was like, what is CC? CC.
I like that.
I see what's going on.
I mean,
now.
we do go into Dave's live stream, which if you don't watch, you should watch Dave Wonder.
Yeah,
he's
Dave
fantastic.
Streams almost every day of the week.
And I'm super excited to see him in a couple weeks here at the DwayneCon.
Yeah. We'll have a surprise for Dave too.
Yes. It may not be something he likes, but it'll be something.
It might be close to 50 X-Men comics. Because I need to make room.
Yes. Oh, goodness.
Oh, hey man, let's shop. Oh, sound effects.
What? I don't know what that means.
Hit me up.
Oh, I don't know acronyms.
God, are you an adult? Like, did you have a cell phone in your teen years? Do you not learn?
No, I did
acronyms?
not. In my teen years, I didn't get a cell phone until I was 18.
As a job, I thought.
Yeah.
I wish I was a kept man. I keep trying to talk her into it. I'm just like, hey,
can you work so many more hours?
Can you work just a little bit more? And
I'm trying. I am trying.
Then I quit my job and just I can lounge around in silk bathrobes all day.
The idea of you lounging around silk bathrobes and eating bonbons, taking bubble baths is like the funniest thing.
I would do it. Except the bathtub, the bubble bath would have to be like an inflatable pool that I put in the middle of the room, like it was just like right here.
Obnoxious.
Yeah.
Obnoxious. So our guest tonight is somebody that I feel like I have a real personal connection with.
Yeah, you do.
Right? Like, I feel like this is someone who, like, I will understand, he will understand me. Like, we're gonna get at that level. And
I will understand nothing.
And you will understand nothing at all. Nothing at all.
Because
but our guest tonight is the one, the only, Austin Allen Hamblin.
Oh, hello. Hi! I didn't see you there.
So when you joined, I was curious because this also would have counted because you do wear bib overalls, which I love. So that also would have counted for Topless Toy Talk if you had wore bib overalls.
Oh, I blew it.
Dave is screaming.
Yes.
You okay, Dave? Did you hurt yourself?
So who are you? What should we know about you? I love that you're already spitting water.
You're saying the things that I normally say, which is like, who are you?
Before I answer that, I have to say that when you had the logo over her face, all I could think of was Monsters, Inc. And he's like, oh my God, I was on TV, even though it's covered. Anyways.
It's the same now.
Yeah, blocks you too, you dumb bee.
I need to get a better one of this. I've told not to do this, but I always introduce myself as, hi, I'm Austin Hamblin, and I've written a bunch of comics that you've never heard of. But I can change that now. Hi, I'm Austin. I'm a staff writer at Comic Book Resources, and I've written a bunch of comics for like Image, Source Point Press, all kinds of places. Oh, did they see my caption that I'm almost a B cup? I don't know.
It's fantastic.
I don't know how to check. But that's me. Yeah.
No, so what I love about what you're currently doing, which Rednecks, say this again here.
No, I'm gonna let you struggle through it.
Yeah, I want to see.
I've got it open. Hold on. I was looking at it before this even started, and I don't have it open anymore. Ah!
We're just gonna let you fail.
I am gonna fail.
If she's under panic
rednecks,
mode.
big guns, right?
Big guns, stupid rednecks.
Big gun. Oh, so close. Okay, so but I'm really.
Don't look at me. You apologize over
I know.
there.
I'm sorry. Big and Stupid Rednecks. What I love about this though is any comic title that has redneck in it. I mean, that's an underutilized, I feel like, term in the comic world.
Oh, I think it's an underutilized term in the world in general. But no, it's not. Like I can think of several things that I consider like redneck comics. Like Southern Bastards, I would think of as a redneck comic, but I don't think it's a word that's ever used to market it or whatever. Or but like, yeah, I had to put it in the title. People know exactly what they're getting with the title. It's not like a ambiguous thing. There's just big guns and stupid rednecks.
I mean, I appreciate that because sometimes you get these titles that are just like, Alice in Wonderland, and I'm like, what the hell is that?
It was very descriptive. And I have to admit too, like so on Wednesdays we go to the comic book store over lunch, like 99.9% of the time, unless my job sucks and I can't go. But we go, and I saw it, and I was like, hey.
But it was the third issue. I don't know why.
We did not see the first issue.
I don't know where they were on the wall of new comics, the first two. But I couldn't find the first two, and it was only the third one. I was like,
and so then we passed.
So
and then I was so excited that you were like, hey, you were going to be on Topless Toy Talk because we were going to buy it, and now we're definitely going to buy it.
Yeah, because they're all compiled into one. I feel like we're spoiling something here.
I know we are.
So why are you here? What's going on? Talk about your product.
Yeah, I've got a graphic novel that is currently on pre-order in the direct market called Big Guns, Stupid Rednecks, being published by Source Point Press. It is the complete collected edition, the entire story in one with a bunch of bonus stuff. But aliens are abducting rednecks and forcing them into laser gun gladiatorial combat for Intergalactic Cable's newest hit show, Big Guns, Stupid Rednecks.
I love it.
I feel like actually the title is very on point. It is what it is. And so I read the first issue that you sent over, and I was honestly hooked. And actually, when you said that it was only three, I'm a little disappointed. So I don't know if there's plans for like more coming up at all, but I would not be disappointed if that happens.
I hope so too. Mariana, who drew the book, Wolverine is a redneck. He's from Canada too, so that's Canadian redneck. He's a lumberjack. But Mariana, who drew the book, she's from Brazil, and she's headed home soon, but she had just done this art program in Italy that was all centered around like restoration of like old paintings and different things. So she's been doing a bunch of art related stuff, but haven't been able to come back and work on something again together. So we're hoping to. Whether it will be more or this, the buyers will have to decide.
So basically, if we all purchase it, then we can hope for.
Can try. I do like it a lot, and I do feel like it does feel like a complete story, but it also feels like there's so much more things to explore that would add to and not take away, or that you could read on its own. Or like, I'm a big fan of like, since I started doing indie comics so long ago, I'd go to cons, I'd see these creators, and you'd see issue 1 of a book, and then you'd see them every year for 10 years, and they'd only have issue 1. They'd never have anything else. And so it'd end on some cliffhanger, and you never see it. And I get it, because it's hard, to get a comic made, let alone like in a series and all this. So I try to do like self-contained stories. I did a series called The Adventures of Punk and Rock, where each issue was just a self-contained adventure with the same characters, and you could read any of the issues in any order, and it didn't take away from it. But if you saw me at a con, if I sold out of issues, 1, 2, and 3, you could pick up issue 5, and it still makes sense. And I did it like for that reason.
Yeah, that's nice, because sometimes you get into different comics and.
So I actually just recently, so I'm what you will call basically an idiot across the board.
I'm familiar.
I don't know a lot of things. The things I do get into, I go too hard on.
Yes.
And then I don't know what to do with it once I have it all. And so if you can't buy the background, like, I mean, what you don't know is there's like another 30 unboxed things in the
Over
other room.
there.
So, similar to that with comics, I have like, I don't know, 20 to 30 comics that I have yet to read. Like, I'm trying to work through them. And so I actually just got into comics a couple years ago, probably a little over 2 years ago, whenever
And you've already
Skybound,
acquired way too many.
yeah, Skybound started the
the
their new
Energon.
trans-
Yeah.
comic line. And so, and it just spiraled from there because like you go to the comic book store, which I had never done before that. And I'm like, look at all these fun, fancy titles and all of these great looking art. And like, what do you do with this? Well, you just buy it all. And then you're like, okay, well, I read this issue. And so it's like basically anytime any line would start like a new arc, right? Where it starts from one, I'd be like, oh, time to hop into it. And before you know it, like I have like 50 different things I'm trying to read. And I'm like, what is this? And so I feel like I am not doing comics the right way.
No, that is the actual right way, because that's the thing. We were talking about this, some of my friends lately. It's like everyone will, anyone like who's into comics will die with a to be read pile, like a massive to be read pile. And book readers are the same way.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
and then sometimes it's like you feel stupid because you're like, okay, I'm finally coming back to read, you know, whatever, you know, 27 of X-Men issue, and you get there and you're like, it took me so long, I don't remember what happened. Got to start back at number 1 so I can know what the heck's going on.
Yeah.
But that's it's like a drug, you know, and you're like, oh, I need that, and like I at times have had to put myself on, you know, buying bands, and I'm like, I got to get this a little more under control before I start bringing in more.
Right.
And that was the only thing that could motivate me to read faster, I think.
And that's why Dave will probably get 50 X-Men comics
Yeah.
at the end of the month. Or anybody else that happens to be in the Des Moines area
that
is interested in the X-Men and or Uncanny X-Men story arc from
Yes.
like Krakoa forward, when they, because I've been reading them and I think I'm gonna cut myself off. I'm actually slowly distancing myself from the Marvel stuff, except for like the Amazing Spider-Man and maybe Venom, but just because they keep doing these. I didn't know this was a thing with comics again. I don't know if this is all comics or mostly just like Marvel. I haven't got too far into DC yet. There's a couple that I'm reading, but they kind of like pause on whatever main arc they're doing to do like this sub story that encompasses like 50 different characters where they might get like 1 to 3 issues each, right? And it like, and so it's just,
what's too much.
Like they kind of lost me. So they kind of lost me on Venom War. Marvel kind of lost me on Venom.
I'm gonna reel you in here on the Venom War ones because I don't want to go down this path here again.
He's right though. There was too many.
Yeah,
it was great, but it was, I think it's because it's like a license to print money. So then they're like, we need as much of this as we can because it's all selling. But then it just dilutes it. I won't.
No,
she's heard a lot about
I've
the
heard
Venom War
it so many times. It kills me a little. So we did want to find out here, if we can go back to your notes here, is like, how did this all start? Like, how did this happen? How did you end up where you are today doing the comics? Was there anything as a child that like you really geeked out on that like brought you into this? Like, were there certain comics? Like, how did this all happen?
Oh yeah, I know exactly, and I can almost like, I can't remember things that matter. Like if I could, I'd be a doctor. But you want to talk about like a random issue of Batman from '89? Let's do it. I didn't like to read when I was growing up, and I don't think it was really that I didn't like to read. I just hadn't found the things that I like to read. Right. So I grew up in a really small town. You know, my school had a library, but like it wasn't weird enough for me. Right. Like, and my uncle would buy me and my cousins a gift card to bookstore. And the first year he started doing this, I went and I'm like, I don't read. I don't want to buy a book. This is lame. And so my mom took me and I found Marvel Masterworks Volume 1, Fantastic Four. So it was the original, I think it's like the first 10 issues, the Stan Lee, Jack Kirby stuff. And I'm like, this doesn't count as reading. It's a comic. It's not reading. And I took it home and I read it and I'm like, what is it? Like something just clicked. And I'm like, this is amazing. This is so weird. They're fighting a guy called the Red Ghost who has an army of monkeys. Like, what is this? And I loved it. And I kept on like reading comics after that. And then when I graduated 8th grade, I remember my 8th grade graduation gift was Marvel Comics Civil War event, just the 7 issues. And I read that. And that was what made me like a monthly, reading monthly titles and becoming a Wednesday warrior. And then it just spiraled from there. And then like I had found out that a lot of the shows that I was watching on TV that I thought were, I didn't know much about, they turned out to be anime. And, oh, hey, these are all based off of Japanese comics. So then I started reading manga. And then I'm like, hey, when you go to the comic shop enough, you start seeing non-superhero stuff. Like superheroes are what got me into it.
Right.
But once I started seeing all this, I'm like, oh, this is just a way to tell a story. I'm actually like, I do like superheroes, but I'm just obsessed with this medium. And then it became everything. And like, I will tell people, it's like, I read everything. Like when I say everything, I mean everything. I love autobio comics, superhero, horror, self-published, manhwa, manga, European stuff, heavy metal, like everything. If it sounds interesting, I'll do it. I'm not bound to a genre. I'm bound to the way of storytelling.
I like that.
I mean, it's a good way to put it, because like I have no interest in the superhero stuff. Like,
and that's fine.
Totally. It does not appeal to me in the slightest. It's fine. Like I know that it appeals to most of the folks here. I like the autobiographical ones, or the ones that are based on history. Like I'm in.
Oh yeah.
You want to talk about some like culty French compound in like Canada? Done. Like I'm in for that. If we want to talk about the history of there was one I picked up that was around like Beethoven. There was another one that I picked up around Impressionist artists. Like I'm into that stuff. Like, and when I can find those sorts of crossovers, and he's always like, oh, well, like you only ever buy one. Like it's a better deal if you could buy 4 because you get one free.
Because our local comic store does like buy 2 get 1 free on the
So I'm always like cruising through the graphic novels for like the history and politics and autobiographical ones. Because
you're getting a list after this sometime tonight. I will send you a list of all, because
please, because then we can maybe
you can hit your quota.
Get 1 free. I've actually the fun one, I think, where I got you hooked on going like reading the comics. So I think what's really funny about all of this, now that I'm thinking about it, is before me, right, you were like very serious stuff. It was like politics, like religion, talk shows, podcasts, like just people saying words that were not interesting.
Well, because, to you, I think they're interesting
because they're super boring. Like just been like talking about things that don't matter, that have no level of fun whatsoever. And
okay,
right?
Well, I wouldn't say they don't matter, but they're probably not very fun.
And now I'm just like, there are toys everywhere, and let's go buy comics every Wednesday. And you're just like, okay, let's do it. And like,
here, I'm just gonna find this weird cult one on the side there. We're good to go.
Anyway, so I think the one that I actually got you hooked on, or that got you into it, was Redcoat, which I'm
I
not
do
sure
like Redcoat as a comic.
With that one at all, but
I don't know that one, and now I'm ashamed.
So it is part of the what is it, Ghost Machine?
Yeah, it is Ghost Machine.
Yeah, okay.
So it's got like it's a wild take on history. Like it's got historical characters in it.
Oh, okay.
But it's not real history.
No. So like George Washington is in it, and Johnny Appleseed, and a few other
Albert Einstein, and like all these like famous people from history. But then it has
it has nuggets of like factual information or historical information. Factual, I don't know, like history is made up by people who want to make history up.
Well, history is made by the victors.
Yeah. But anyway, so like I read that, and then I was like, you might find this interesting.
Yes.
And then you did, and then you went to the comic store with me, and now you buy comics on your own.
Yep.
That's that story. Thanks for listening, guys.
Yep. That's a good one. But Redcoat is a really good comic. I enjoyed it a lot.
Horses,
Seahorse.
horsey,
Yeah.
horsey. I don't know what that means.
Fanboy Prime
I
just
came-
understands like deeply. I think you are like each other's spirit animals here.
I came across a really dumb video earlier today.
Is that what this is
Okay.
about?
Yeah. Well,
Lizard.
yeah, it's actually basically something like that. Towards the end, maybe we'll bring it up.
Okay.
We don't want to take away from the meat of the source here.
The meat. Is that what we're talking about
Yeah.
here right now? The meat of it.
I'm talking about the meat.
So we talked a little bit about comics. Were there any like toys that you collected? Were there any action figures that you were all about as well?
Oh yeah, I gotta give a shout out to my mom here, because when I reached a certain age, I was like, I'm too old to be with, like, once you start that, like 13, 14, and I'm like, look, I can't give up comics because that's reading. But I think toys is gonna hurt me with like girls and this. And my mom was like, listen, if you get rid of your toys, you will regret this someday. And I'm like, and I listened to her for the most part. And I still have them all, and she was right.
Oh, wow.
I very much so. I have two older siblings, 10 and 11 years older than me. So there are a lot of things that I'm into heavily that maybe aren't people my age aren't as, because we had the VHS copies of them. And so I was watching them. So the two of them that I think definitely have the most toys from are Power Rangers and Ninja Turtles, because we had all the VHSs of them. And then like, it was just a point of like, oh, I started watching the, whatever incarnation of Power Rangers when I got of age. But then I had all of my sister's toys from the older ones and kept them. The only thing I blew was that when I did get rid of some because of like space issues, I said, you know what? I'll get rid of the Megazords in the turtle van and the playsets, because I can keep like 10 Rangers for like one Megazord. Okay. The Rangers I see $1, $2 at conventions. The Megazords and like the playsets that I cannot afford now. So I blew it on that one. But those were the ones that I was into. And also I was a big pro wrestling fan. So that was the thing. I had to have, every wrestler that like was on. And then like, if a legend came back, then that's how I would learn about them. I'd never heard of them before and be like, well, I need that guy's figure now too. And my mom was, and she is to this day, a insane online shopper, like for fun, always looking for stuff. And she always hooked me up with toys. I can't, was awesome with that. And now my nieces get to enjoy my mother's online shopping addiction the way that I did when I was a kid. So I can't say anything about them getting spoiled, because in that aspect, I was the same. So those were the three big ones: wrestlers, turtles, and Power Rangers for sure.
So when you say Power Rangers, just from my own curiosity, what line, arc, whatever of Power Rangers did you start on? Was it Mighty Morphin?
Yes. Yeah, that was because I always remember watching that because they were watching it even when I was like too young and I didn't understand it. But then once I got older, would watch that. So like I've seen all of them up to today because I love them. But like as far as figures go, Mighty Morphin all the way to it ends about the Saban era. So once it Lost Galaxy hits, I have everything from there. And then I've bought some of the newer figures that were of the older series that they've put out. Like some of those, I love the like super articulate ones. Like when they put out the In Space figures, because that was my favorite season. Like I bought those because I'm like, oh, I need that.
So I grew up on, so Mighty Morphin, right? But when I started to get the toys, it was closer. Let's see, what was the first one that I had? So the first Megazord that I got was the ninja one. It was like from the movie. The
where it's got the Ninja Thunderzord.
The Ninja Thunderzord, where it had like the frog and like the bear
gorilla,
and the gorilla, that one. And like I wanted the original one, but for whatever reason, now I'm gonna keep this one short for you, Sarah.
Yes, thank you.
So I also grew up in Ninja Turtles. Everybody thought I was all my family thought I was in Ninja Turtles, so they gave me
I
Ninja
need a
Turtles.
button for this.
I know, like a
this
veto
sound.
button.
Yeah.
What I really wanted were Transformers, or like, robots that transformed, right? And so Power Rangers, I think, kind of scratched that itch. And so I really wanted the original Megazord, but I was never able to get it. And then when they went to what was the one where the Red Ranger? It was the Dragon Zord that was like the red one, though. I'm trying to remember what that was.
Yeah, that was like, was that right after the ninja stuff? Because
After
it was
Ninja, yeah. So I tried to get my parents to give me that one, but they couldn't find it because they're not proactive people with toys. They're like, whatever, we'll just go at the most busiest season of the year during Christmas and try to find it when it's all sold out, right? And so that's how I ended up with, I think, the Ninja Megazord, because that was what was still left around that they could find. But then I had Titanius. I'm trying Titanius. Man, I should have read up on the names of these.
You definitely should have.
The big thing that was like black and gold and white that the Megazords would go in, that had the big long neck type of dinosaur.
Yeah, because it was like they rode it.
Yeah.
And it would go, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah. And then I had a Falcon Megazord and a White Tiger Zord. And so the point of this story is
it's a good story.
At some point I was like, I don't need all these toys, right? And like my mom was having a garage sale. I was like, yeah, like I'll totally just like sell them because I'm an adult now, and adult-ish. I was like 16 or whatever, right? Mm. And I think I sold like 4 or 5 Megazords and like some of like the blasters and the original Mighty Morphin Power Ranger. When I say original, like the ones that had the heads that flipped around.
I got those. Yeah.
I had a few of those, and I think I made like over $1,000 on these things and a garage sale. And I was like, man, that's a lot of money. That's really cool. I'm so happy about that. And then a few months ago, I actually looked them up for what they were going for loose out of box.
I'm sorry.
And it was like thousands, like even like the loose out of box ones, like, but still complete, which mine were complete in pristine condition, right?
Of course.
Because, I was an only child and the toys were my friends. So I took care of them like I would take care of my friends. And thousands for each one. I was like, man, I should have kept these. And you don't know, like, as a 16-year-old kid, you don't know. And so
seemed like a good deal at a time.
Yeah, it seemed like a good deal at the time. So anyway, circling this back around, I applaud that you actually still have a lot of yours toys. And somebody was like, you should keep these because, I think otherwise you'll regret it. I regret it. Like, I regret it.
My mom, and like, I think, like, especially when I said, like, when I was young, I knew that I wanted to make comics, and I, said that. I think like a lot of adults, when kids say certain things, they just brush it off. Like, okay, you're going to be an astronaut when you get older, right? But like, how many people who are astronauts said that when they were kids and they followed through, right? Yeah. So like, it costs you nothing more to not be dismissive of a child. Anyways, that's a whole different thing. Yeah.
But I mean, I didn't know what I wanted to do until, actually, I still don't know what I want to do. As a child, my mom would ask me all the time, what do you want to do when you grow up? And I'm like, I don't know, nothing. But,
you know what will make you feel better though is that, so you said you were like 16 when you sold those figures.
Yeah.
I think if you could go back in time and you tell 16-year-old you're like, hey, if you had held on to these, they were worth this much, he would be very upset until you tell him that you're like, oh, also, I do a show with my wife who is essentially naked next to me every week. I think 16-year-old you would be like, okay, what else we got to sell to make that happen?
Fair, touche.
Double-edged sword, right? Like, I mean, to be honest, like the thing is, if I would have kept them, I still would keep them. Like I never would probably sell them. I have a hard time getting rid of anything that once I touch it, I build an emotional connection to it.
And you can't. It's hard.
It is alive to me, and I can't get rid of it. Things have personalities, and I'm like, I'm a weirdo like that.
This is your Hoarder podcast, where we try and help you, but mostly help ourselves.
Yeah. I mean, I know we talk about this all the time, but so I have roughly 800 Transformers. No, it's not upwards. Actually, okay, it is because I got one today, 801, whatever. Shut your mouth. But I have the boxes for all of them in the back room, so it's like they're just in the boxes are in moving boxes.
That's so
And so the
awful.
box, and those are just stacked in, you know, the
Yeah,
corner
yeah,
of
yeah.
our back room, because I'm like, somebody made this art on this box.
Oh, right, yeah.
And I'm like, how do I throw away somebody's precious artwork? You know, because like if I went to a convention or something else and like bought a piece of artwork, I wouldn't be like, oh, this is cool, then throw it in the trash afterwards, right? Like, so like I buy the figure as much as I do for like the box art. Now, like these up here, right? I don't know. Like it's not as artsy as I feel like some of the other ones that
But
they've
fit.
done.
You know, the boxes, they meet their purposes.
Yeah, they meet their purposes. And so at some point, this is an ongoing debate where it's like, do I keep the boxes? Do I get rid of the boxes? Everybody else tells me to get rid of the boxes.
Do you keep the boxes? Is that something you do?
I don't. Well, so like I obviously all the ones I had from being a kid, I don't, because they're just, you know, I opened them to play with them. But now anything that I buy now, I usually leave in box, because if I'm buying it, it's gonna be displayed on the wall. And it's been a while since I bought a toy. The last thing I would have bought was the NECA Kirby Turtles figure.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, oh, I gotta have that. And so I wanted that to stay in the but I did see someone take that figure and put it in a shadow box, and they put the comic issue behind it. They put him and the monster, and they got a Donatello, and they made the thing that he uses in the issue.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, part of me wants to do that.
Yeah, I've actually seen people do really cool things with like the shadow boxes lately. There was somebody.
Oh, what is his name? The Shadow Pop.
Is that what it is? Shadow Pop?
I think it's Shadow Pop. Where you can put the.
Was he on Sentinels?
Yeah,
between two Sentinels. And they had a guy on, and basically he makes these. They're like shadow boxes.
But they're cardboard.
They're made out of cardboard, and they go on your wall. But they're sized where you can put like comics or something behind them.
Okay.
And then the figure, you can stand a figure inside of it. And I almost went nuts on those. I'm like, I was gonna make a whole wall of them. And I'm like, wait a minute, that whole wall is covered in shelves. So,
but it's a really cool concept.
It's a really cool concept if that's your thing.
Yes.
I haven't seen anything like it to be honest. So, basketball.
Hello. We are we're in 40 minutes in, and we have not done any lightning round questions.
I know, like we're gonna nix this lightning round thing.
No, but
we can keep the questions. We're just not gonna call it wet lightning round.
No, but they're so good. I'm so excited about these lightning round questions. Okay.
Well, then you need to either get it together so we do the lightning round questions when they're appropriate.
Well, okay.
Or we're not gonna do them.
So
we know each other now. We have topless time together. Like we spent 40 minutes on the internet not wearing shirts. It's past the get to know you section.
Well, we need to get lightning round further up in the agenda. Regardless. All right. So this is your small town farmer podcast here. So the questions will be targeted accordingly. Cased or John Deere?
Gotta go John Deere. My dad retired from there.
Oh no. You are a green tractor person. It's okay.
You know what though? So dad farmed as well, but they didn't have hardly any John Deere stuff at all. It was mostly international.
Yep. Case International.
Yeah.
We had an Alice Chamblers too.
Oh man. Yes.
The old orange tractors.
Yes. There's one of those sitting at the farm that they kept, like, it's hollow because they harvested all the parts out of it over the years, but it's still out there.
I mean, we had a mower on the back. I don't know if the mower's still on the back, but that was the original mowing tractor.
Yeah.
Are you familiar with Clinton engines?
Probably not. No.
Okay, good.
It was an old outboard company.
Right.
We won't go down that path, but my long line of hoarders.
Actually, okay. So quick, just a sidebar comment. This might be a good video series for you.
Oh, I could do it with my grandpa.
Where we could do that, and that might work well with him. Where he can, you know, he's got his own little museum of engines.
He does.
No,
my grandfather thinks that the county museum is not good enough for him. He has his own personal museum.
Man after my heart. I know better.
He does.
Yeah. I mean, to be honest,
he does. Yeah,
it does.
It's awesome.
It's a thing.
So I'm gonna put in a plug for your grandpa here, because I think this is a cool thing that you don't talk about enough. But he was actually in a movie.
Oh yes, he was
with Snoop Dogg.
Yes, the movie White Boys.
Yeah. What the?
It's like the worst movie ever, White Boys. It was filmed in my home. Part of it was filmed in my hometown, but my grandpa is legitimately has an IMDb because he was in a movie with
That's
Snoop Dogg.
amazing. That's incredible.
Yeah.
Of all the people.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Are you really gonna show? This is like such a bad movie too. Like White Boys is a terrible movie. I in no way would recommend anybody watch it because it's just.
I mean, it has
worst.
5.4
But
reviews on IMDb, which is much higher than a lot of
if
movies
you look
that I
at
like. So
William Mayberry's IMDb page, you will see my.
That name, even that's incredible. That's a small town name.
He likes to William and Mayberry.
Yeah.
we'll just do a quick.
Are you
little
gonna do my?
show and tell
Oh,
here.
it's so bad.
But,
That
yeah,
movie is
White
the
Boys,
worst.
1999.
Yes.
Because
But
it was filmed in the Clinton Engines factory
Which
in
it got
Maco-
torn down.
Makokata, right?
You know, there were lots of jokes about the IQ being lower on the east side of town, and it's probably because it had heavy metal poisoning from the factory, from the plant.
Dr.
It's
Let's
fine.
see, does he show up in the?
I can't imagine.
Yeah.
Oh, he's right there! He's right there! That's your grandpa, right
the
there.
foreman.
He was the foreman. He made up his own lines. They let him. And his whole role was firing somebody.
Yeah.
So yeah.
But
They're like, technically, you now qualify for the Actors Guild having spoken. And he goes, the what?
Yep.
The who,
but
what?
yeah, Snoop Dogg.
So he
Boom,
didn't meet Snoop Dogg,
as
but he was
Snoop
in a
Dogg.
movie with Snoop Dogg.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
So
I don't know why I don't bring that up more often.
that's what I'm telling you. Like
that is awesome. I
That's
would bring
like
that
my
up
key-
every time.
It's like my two truths and a lie. Like my grandpa was in a movie with Snoop Dogg. Like that should be always
Right.
one of my truths.
Yeah. It should be.
Okay. Lightning round, because that's what this is.
We need to update his
We
IMDb
do.
so it has a picture of him in there because,
we
like,
could do that.
it's not doing him justice.
Overalls or suspenders?
I'm gonna go suspenders.
Yeah.
Mm.
Suspenders are good.
I would go overalls because then I'm like, it's like an all-in-one thing.
You don't see suspenders as much, but overalls, though, you can get away. So I'm torn on this because overalls, you can get away with no shirt. Suspenders
Oh.
with no shirt, like that's a little sketchy.
They just
But
gotta go a
I
little bit
have
thicker.
seen both at the Iowa State Fair.
I go suspenders because like the overalls that I wear, it's denim up here, and so like it's just not comfortable material, and also I've seen people do cool things with suspenders where they put like pins and stuff in them and buttons, and I don't know.
That's what you need to do with all of your enamel pens that you
Oh,
don't
yeah.
collect.
Yeah, I could put them on. I know I don't collect nail pins. Pending video series at some point.
So actually thinking about these overalls with the denim and the scratchies, I would just get like those seatbelt cover things that you put on your seatbelt to keep it from scratching you. Just one on each shoulder for the
Oh
overall.
my god, it just would look so. So when I was filming, because like I filmed these like redneck promo videos,
Yeah.
one time I had to get gas and stuff on my way out of town, and I went into the gas station, and I thought the attendant was joking, but they're like, "Sir, you can't be in here because you don't have a shirt on." And I go, "Would you let in a woman with a tank top?" Yeah, and I go, "It's the same thing." And I was just being like, and I didn't say it like that, but like I was just being like,
Right.
and then apparently she was being serious. So she was old lady, crusty old white lady.
I like that. This is a new challenge for me actually. Like I like to push the boundaries.
Yeah, you sure do.
And so now I'm just like, I need to get a solid pair of like overalls. And
I would
just-
apologize profusely if someone told me I wasn't doing what I was supposed to be doing.
I know, and I'm like, I need to go in every place that we normally go in to see if they try and kick me out because they're like, you're not wearing a shirt. I'm just gonna use that logic right there. Actually, what we'll do is you'll be wearing a tank top.
Oh yeah.
Ah, yes.
I'll be like, can you tell me why you let her in but
What's-
not me?
What's the difference
Same
here?
coverage.
Please tell me.
Comics or manga?
I mean, they're the same thing.
Are they?
They are visual storytelling mediums told by sequential art. The format which it's printed in and the way that it's published are different, but they are the same.
Okay. I'll go with it. I disagree with the premise, but you made it so convincingly. I'm gonna go with it for this time.
I mean, if you want to get technical about it, he's right. So I think what you really want to ask is Japanese comics or American comics.
Sure.
Is
we
what
can
you're
ask
trying to
that.
get at.
Man, I want to say Japanese comics because they are more open with the kinds of stories that they tell, right?
Mhm.
They have comics that are just about somebody that fishes. Nothing supernatural. Some dude that loves to fish. Like they are open to doing a comic about whatever. And I don't even mean, I'm not even going into any X-rated stuff at all. I just mean that they're more open and their market, the readers are like, okay, this guy fishes, I'll read it, but you got to keep me reading this, right? Where
Yeah.
like if Americans in a comic book store would be like, so what's this about? It's like, this guy loves to fish. Oh, okay, but like they're monster. No, people wouldn't do it. So I wish that it was, and also like the top echelon of creators in American comics versus like we'll say the top 10% here and the top 10% in Japan, the worldwide notoriety and the amount of money they are making are, I mean, you can't compare it. Like,
Yeah.
And I wished, and it's a cultural thing. There's so many factors in play.
Right.
But I wish that American comics were more open, and it's getting that way closer, but like, having terms like alternative comics, like it's just a comic,
Yeah.
whatever.
I agree. I mean, I prefer manga, to be honest. Like I think it's interesting. I think the stories are more varied, like you're saying, and I think especially like right now, I guess again, given that I just started reading comics within the last 3 years.
Yeah.
But the more I read, the more I can see like certain patterns with like certain publishers and things, right? Where like you can tell like these are done this way to make money.
Oh yeah.
And these are done this way to tell a story. And
don't get me started on variant covers. Like I hate variant covers.
Oh yeah, don't get me started.
I think they look great. That's not. It's not disparaging against people that make them, but it almost killed the business in the '90s. And we're like, hey, let's do this again.
Yeah. Right.
It's difficult.
For who?
For me, because I have to deal with you trying to figure out which variant that you need to buy on Wednesday, and you're like, which one looks better? I don't care, just buy one.
I do it Sunday night in bed. I pick my variants on my list in line. They go to my pull box. It's very infrequent.
That is a lie. It's
lie. Only when I've come across something
that
I did not put in my list.
Lie. So we had 2 heroes die here in the last few. Was it all this year? Can't remember if this year or some of these blood over.
Lightning round, or are you moving on?
No, it's still lightning round.
Okay.
We have Chuck Norris or Hulk Hogan.
I see.
Man. I mean, Chuck Norris, because Hulk Hogan was a terrible, terrible racist. Like, I mean, Chuck Norris probably wasn't a great guy anyways, but like he wasn't like trying to defend himself for saying the N-word. So like no matter what, like it's Chuck Norris.
I mean, I just feel like once you get so much money and you get so old, like you just try to defend whatever you want.
Have you seen the video? There's a video of Hulk Hogan going to, his son is at a police stop and he's driving drunk, and it's like Hulk trying to be like, hey. And I'm like, and also his son previously had killed people while drunk driving. So like, what? Sorry, that's the, I mean, and I grew up and I loved him as a performer, but as a human being, a lot of work needed. A lot of work needed.
There's actually some stuff I didn't know. I might have to look into.
I didn't know. So. Somebody who's been recently educating us on Hulk Hogan not being like the greatest dude. I had no idea.
Yeah. Like, so I for whatever reason, all of my family was into professional wrestling. I never got into it, but then as an adult, like I've started to get a little bit more interest. And
Have
so
you?
yeah, like we started to watch a little bit of it occasionally.
Oh yeah. Because Netflix has some of
it's on
all the stuff. But like
documentaries
what like really got me interested, was like some of the documentaries. Like they had
the Ed McMahon documentary. That was wild. I had no idea.
Oh, are you talking about the Vince McMahon one?
Or sorry, I said Ed McMahon.
I said Ed McMahon, so if you're gonna correct me.
Yeah, because most people wouldn't know about those unless they're really into wrestling, the stuff with him. And it's holy crap. Like once again, like he was a genius. Like he did a lot of things but like also not a good guy.
No.
Yeah.
Had no idea. These are all things that were just beyond me. Yes, wrestling.
Wrestling.
I know we're gonna move past lightning round.
Oh, are we? Okay.
Yeah.
I was
yeah.
gonna see how long you're gonna go on.
I get the questions I wanted to ask.
I
I
know.
wanted to know tractor color. I wanted to know overalls or suspenders.
I know what you want to know. I don't
needed
even
to
know why you
these
made the
things.
other ones.
I know.
I
Those
feel a
were
little
really-
ashamed that I didn't have to think about it. I already had those opinions formulated. So dang, I'm
No,
a little
that's
more
where it's
rural
at.
than I realized.
That's how you know.
Yeah.
Serious stuff.
So we were wondering. So for your comic,
Quick pause.
yes. Oh,
We-
were you gonna do something?
Yeah, we need to do our other thing.
Oh yes,
yeah.
do our other thing.
That's why I was trying to ask. I was trying to find a good segue,
That's a
stopping
good segue.
point.
Yeah,
but you
pause
wouldn't.
me. No,
you
I don't
wouldn't
listen.
Shut your mouth.
No,
Okay.
I don't listen to you.
So-
Remember, I don't hear anything you say.
We're just gonna do a quick. We got some stuff we're gonna show off real quick, and
Yes. Oh,
we
yeah.
would like to do just a quick thank you, to our Patreon members,
The body of official bodies.
aka the Boob,
Ooh.
Fanboy Prime, coming in as the Ultimate Body, and then we have the Corrupt Modification, which again made our intro song. He made a song. He lets us use it as our intro song, so check out his music.
And then because we like to spend money on dumb stuff.
Hold on.
Oh yes. Go ahead.
I need to come up with a script so you'll do this right.
Okay. Do it right.
If you are interested in
Yes.
becoming part of the Boob, here's a little QR code. If you're not, that sucks for you. It's a lot of fun. And we have a little private Discord that we've created as a community. And if you join, you get access. If you are on our show Topless or
You also
not,
get
you also get
access.
access. So if you are a Discord user, we will send you an
Oh yeah, absolutely.
and
yeah.
you can, and if you feel inclined to join our nonsense and participate, have at it. If not, that's fine because we don't want you. No. But no, anyway, yeah, thank you for your subs here with the Patreon. It helps us out because surprisingly things are more expensive, more and more every day that we realize, and I keep buying stuff. So
You sure do.
no.
Including that. There's our transition. Fabulous things.
Yeah, we again, yeah, we worked with some people. We got
some logos. We got some
Oh, that's cool.
stickers. We've got this Topless Toy Talk sticker. I'm gonna totally knock over these boxes. You just wait.
I mean,
We
that's
got
on you.
another Topless Toy Talk sticker.
All right.
Fantastic. And we got this one, which the colors came out a little funky, a little darker than what we anticipated, but that's fine. We did business cards because why not, right? You got to do
all
business
in.
cards.
Yeah.
But the thing
So-
that I'm most proud of that I've been spending evenings slaving away at is I've been making friendship bracelets. So number one, body of official bodies. We have a friendship bracelet called Boob. We have we close every stream by saying see you next Tuesday.
Because we're on Tuesdays and we'll see you next Tuesday.
So we have a see you next Tuesday one. And then we have, yep, that almost shows it. Yeah, you got it.
Still backwards, isn't it?
Almost. Yep, it's backwards. And then we have a Topless Toy Talk one. So
But
there's a lot of
Sarah's
other
been busy
weird
going to town on friendship bracelets.
it's been a good therapeutic sort of thing
But-
that's been going on. So if you join our Discord, you could win fabulous prizes, including
No.
or our Patreon,
Yeah.
including a Boob friendship bracelet.
But fanboy Corrupt Modification, we're making up some little goodie bags for you, some gift. There's a few other things in the work too, in the works. So anyway, that will be coming your way in the very near future.
Yes. So thank you. Am I okay to
Yeah,
continue?
now
with the
you can go back to
questions?
whatever you want to go back to. Oh, do
Um,
you need me to bring it up?
I do. You
Okay,
keep taking
alright.
away my script here. So big gun, stupid rednecks. Why is it a small town and why is it all about wrestling?
Wait, what was the first question? It was why.
Why the small town setting?
Oh, so there's this saying that is always given to people when they start writing, and it's write what you know.
Mhm.
And I look back, and so I had my first comic finished when I was 17, and so I can go back and I can read that, and I'm like, what did I know when I was 17? Dick jokes, violence, boobies, right? And you can tell I hadn't experienced the world yet. And I know small town, like I grew up in a tiny town. I still live here. I moved out of my parents and I literally moved 4 blocks up the road, the other side of the railroad tracks, the same side of the street. That's just how it worked out.
Right.
And I think that it's a very, the dynamic amongst people in a small town is extremely interesting. And if you've never been in a small town, you won't understand that. But so let's say town of 1,000 people. Anything that I do, everyone will know.
100%.
There
are no secrets.
No, and even the people who couldn't tell you my name, if you said to them, hey, there's that guy that makes comics, they'd be like, oh yeah, he lives over, his parents are, his grandpa farmed here. Like, that's how it is. There's also
son of so and so, grandson of so and so. It's like a feudal thing. You know, you're not who you are.
Oh,
you are generational.
100%. And there's a lot of, I think when people think of like New York, right? You'll be like, oh, there's like the naked cowboy, like is a thing in New York, right? Like there's just this crazy guy with a guitar in his underwear. There are just as many like that in small towns, except for if there's only 1,000 people, but there's 100 weirdos like that. I mean, that's gold, right? That's and then pro wrestling, same thing. Like I love it, and it just, I was able to put them together. When I come up with a story idea, it's never me being like, I want to tell a tale that will be about, making people feel okay in their own skin. And this, like, those are great. And I do get stuff like that in my stories, but that's never how it originates. It's more, wouldn't it be cool if, like, wouldn't that be rad? Or why hasn't anybody done something like this? And so that's how we landed on Rednecks fighting each other with laser guns. And that's interesting by itself, but put it in space, boom.
Done.
I mean, I was sold from the beginning, to be honest. Like I said, when we came across it in the comic shop and it was the 3rd issue, and I was like, where are the first 2? I was a little bummed out, but I was like, they're at some point they have to come together. And,
yes,
and this is my assumption, knowing nothing about comics. So I'm glad that it actually worked out. I just typically that seems to be what happens, but then I realize like smaller independent comics, I'm like, do they do that always? I don't know. Is that a thing? Like, do smaller independent comics, do they typically put individual issues together?
Yeah. Actually, so this is something that should have came out probably 2 years ago. What happened was, so the Band of Bards published this originally. They put out the 3 single issues, and then you usually do like a month or 2 in between, and then you release a collected edition. And we're getting all the stuff ready for that because I wanted to include new things, because some people are going to buy it that already bought the 3 issues. So I wanted to have new things. So, we're doing some new comics for it, pinups, behind the scenes stuff, like original concept designs, all this. And in that time, Diamond Comics went bankrupt. And Diamond Comics now there's multiple comic distributors, but Diamond was the one that would distribute smaller publishers. And so Band of Bards didn't have a way to distribute it. And so then it sat and it was ready. And the way that my contract with them was X amount of years after I get the rights back. And I was like, oh, and it was my most popular thing. It did very well. And I was like, this needs to be like collected. And I could have put it out myself, but I didn't want to, because it felt like it deserved better than what I could do putting it out myself. And so I negotiated with them to get the rights back early, because I was like, hey, if you guys, you don't have a way to put this out, I want to be able to have it and try to find somebody who will. And a lot of people were like, no other publisher is going to collect something that just came out from a different publisher. And I'm like, no, somebody will, because this is finished. This is good. Like, and so I got it. and I pitched it around. And then Source Point Press, who's publishing it, I've been aware of them since their very beginning, before they started to really like scale larger. I had friends that were doing books with them way back then, and I had pitched to them over the years and just had been unsuccessful. And then the stars aligned on this. And so it took much longer than what it normally did, but like I knew that I had something. And the one thing about me is that I am stubborn in the best way. I get knocked off the horse a lot. I screw up a lot, but I always get back up, and I'm always trying. And maybe because I'm too stupid to know otherwise, but like sometimes it pays off, and that's what it did with this. Now we've got a fancy collected edition that I just can't wait for people to read.
So up here in the upper corner, we have a QR code that goes to your link tree for all things, and I put it in the chat as well. So if you are not following our friend here, give him a follow, check out his stuff. But if people want to acquire the collected edition, what is the best avenue for them to do so?
Yeah, so it is currently up for pre-order from comic shops. You can, there's the order codes that you just have to give your comic shop and they will order it. Otherwise, I have also partnered with Starfighter Comics in Sioux City, Iowa. And if you want to order a copy signed by me, you can order it directly from them on their website. And then probably a couple weeks after the book actually comes out, you can get a copy shipped to you, signed by me. Yeah, that's kind of the best way.
That's awesome.
I like that a lot. I was trying to find a link. Is there a link to that?
Yeah, it's just starfightercomics.com, I believe, is their website.
Okay, we'll go with that then.
Yeah.
And
look at that, huh? You go right to their homepage,
We got
and there's
yeah. And you had said that my links are up there. If anybody follows me because they listened to this interview, please reach out and say that you saw my juicy man boobs on Topless Toy Talk, and I will send you some digital PDFs of comics that I've written as a thank you.
Oh, I love that.
Does that work for me too?
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely.
Can I just slide into your DMs and
Yes,
be like, "Hey, I saw
100%.
some juicy stuff the other night."
Yeah, right. I would have like read this in the morning and be like, "What the creepy?" Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, I did do that. I did say that.
I do like to slide in people's DMs.
You do.
I'm a notorious DM slider.
You harass so many people in their DMs, and they're all dudes.
Well, I was gonna, do this through like our local shop, but I know if I can get a signed copy, I'm definitely gonna do this instead. So, thanks for throwing that out there, because I like signed things, and if it doesn't cost me extra, I like it even more. And so,
yeah. Well, I have like, this is part of the small town thing, is I have so many people that buy all of my stuff and read my stuff that they've never and never will step foot in a comic book store. They just are like, they want to support me. So I wanted to have a way where it's like, hey, here's a link. All you got to do is order it, and you pay for it now, and you'll get it when it comes out. And it's the easiest way for, you want to make it easy for people to support you. And so the guys at Starfighters I met from doing conventions, and they're great. And so I reached out and I'm like, hey, would you guys be open to doing this? They're like, yeah, absolutely. And
this is legit because there's 3 exclamation points.
100%. And I think we have a few people that may be slipping into your DMs. First, somebody's moves, and fanboy.
Yes. Oh yes. If you do, I'll share it even.
Okay. Fanboy, I know we've been talking about, or no, that was no, not Fanboy. Stormfire. We're talking about the song with Jurassic Park at Jesse's Girl. But I don't know. This
the haiku is fantastic.
Haiku. We might have to go this route instead. My brain is just now on the train of like, that should have been the promo material. Like,
why did
we not create like a short reel that is a haiku, like a dramatic reading of that? Like,
it's because we've done poetry before, and nobody cares about
nobody
it.
cares about
nobody
poetry.
cares about that poetry. It's fine.
So in addition to, this is an off the wall question, I just happened to come to my mind, and I'm just like, I'm gonna ask it. I'm gonna throw it out there.
Do it.
I'm gonna say some things. So this collected edition is coming out. But aside from this, is there anything else you're working on? Anything in the pipeline coming out, or might want to hint at or not hint at? Or
Yeah, I've got, so obviously I'm a staff writer at Comic Book Resources, so literally every week there's multiple articles going up from me. I do a lot of, I just started this here about 3 weeks ago, but I'm doing a lot of, right now at least, to get my feet wet, I'm doing a lot of news pieces on comic stuff, and then I've been doing top 10 lists, and I've got a feature about Superman actually going to be coming out here shortly. So that's a free way that you can support me and still get your comic news. And then I currently have a Kickstarter project called Hospice the Collector that is ongoing. It's a part of a shared horror universe called Hospice, where there are these hospices all over the world. How many times can I say hospice? Where the worst of the worst people go to die because they are the only people that are susceptible to be possessed by demons. And my story is about it's based off of a real life relative of mine that passed away in a hospice. We use his name and likeness, and he has amassed an insane comic book collection, but he did horrible things to get it. And at the end, he gets recruited to become a Grim Reaper, because a Grim Reaper is the ultimate collector, a collector of souls, and souls are one of one. So those are the big things right now.
This actually is very intriguing.
Yes.
Sorry, my brain's going with this. I'm just thinking about it. I'm going to be a little weird for a minute.
Yeah, please.
Bring it on.
So I really like weird concepts, and the weirder the better, almost. So I'm a person that doesn't get shocked by a lot. There's not a lot of things on the internet that surprise me, and so I often go in spirals of like, what weird stuff can I find that's going to make me feel like just a little alive inside.
Stupid.
But no, this is a very interesting concept. I like this a lot.
We're doing something really fun too. So we did it on the cover, and we're going to be doing it inside the issue. Since so much of the story is revolved around comic collecting, there's takes place in a convention, in a personal collection, comic book store. We are using real comic book covers that are indie comics that our friends have done, and they are being dropped in the background. And so there on the cover, there's like a throne of long boxes with like Game of Thrones style Iron Throne of comics behind them. And they're all published comic covers, and we'll have tons throughout the issue. I mean, we're going to use over 100, for sure, over 100, maybe 200 comic covers within the pages of Hospice the Collector.
That's very cool.
Okay. So, but if we scroll all the way back up, so was the all the way, go back down a little bit. I know I said all the way. So Alan Buchholz?
Buchholz, yeah.
Was that your relative?
Yeah. He is like technically a very far out relative. He is my dad's cousin on my grandma's side. So he's my second cousin, but it's very far out there. But we were super close because oh God. It's a challenge.
We're gonna need to have a new poetry channel.
I'll create a poetry channel.
He was twice as old as I am, but when I started getting into comics heavily, I had remembered my grandma talking about how I had a relative that read comics, and it was Alan and his brother Gary. And so then at a family like that, part of the family is pretty far out.
Let's just pause here for a second. You had your grandmother said to you, you have a relative that reads comics. Like, I think we just need to sit in this for a second. Like,
sorry, I'm just like,
That's
I'm
fantastic.
just listening to this story. I'm like, this is you telling a story.
We're all the same person.
That's true. So I like started reading him, and at a family event, and he is very large dude. Like, he was 6 foot tall. Like, he's huge. And so it was like intimidating. And I went up to him and I'm like, did you read the newest Spider-Man? And then me and him and his brother Gary became like best buds, and they were into pro wrestling too. So then every month, me and my dad would go to their dad's house, and the 5 of us would watch the pro wrestling pay-per-views, and we would, got really into just talking comics, and we would go see movies together, and we'd hang out all the time. And a freak thing happened, and he passed away unexpectedly, and he left me his entire comics collection.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
It was over 40 years of collecting, and he was like a very, very serious comic reader, and he was single, so his money went to toys and his money went to comics. And I had actually on his, while he was in a coma while he was in hospice, and you'd sit there and I would talk to him, and I told him on his deathbed, so his favorite character is, DC Shazam or DC's Captain Marvel. And I said, I am going to write Shazam someday, and I am going to dedicate it to you. And I've not been able to do that yet. But when the opportunity to do something in this hospice universe arose, I thought, what should I do it about? The only person I know who died in a hospice is Al. And Al read 2 kinds of comics, superhero and horror. So I was like, we could do a horror comic about him collecting comics. And it's been, I'm still close to this brother Gary, and it's been really cool to go down memory lane. And like, there's a lot of things in this comic that like are for an audience of 2, that are for me and for Gary, that people won't, it's not going to take anything away, but like, it's my, like, to do something for him, because at times when I was broke, where I had no money for anything fun, I had stacks of comics that I had never read before because of Al. And I will never be able to repay him for that. And I also, like, if there was ever an opportunity to give them up, to hang out with him one last time, absolutely. There's no question. I would do it. So this is kind of my way of like, I can do something that's really personal to me, but we can still make it weird and fun. So
I'm a sentimental guy. I'm
I know,
gonna
you're-
cry a little bit
I
here.
know, you're
I'm
just
tearing
like
up.
me right
Yeah,
here.
yeah.
Like right here in the field. I spent a lot of time in nursing homes with like grandparents,
So,
like extended family and whatnot. And it's yeah.
Right.
I think in another life.
Right in the fields.
In another life, I would have been a hospice nurse.
Yeah.
I think that would have been my thing.
it takes a certain kind of person to deal with it.
Yeah.
Like that was my first, like I was familiar with death before that, but I'd never watched someone die. And I was up there as much as like humanly possible. And he was having he was unresponsive in a coma, but he would have violent seizures.
Mm-hmm.
And so I remember different times where I'm like, this is it. Like, he's like, I'm going to be here. I'm going to be in the room while he dies. And I wasn't. He ended up passing away in his sleep when I was not there. But it's one of those things where it's like, as uncomfortable as I was, it's like, nothing can compare to what they are going through. And were so important to me that it's like, I gotta be here. You know what I mean? Like, doesn't matter how horrible this is for me, because this is a million times more horrible for him. And like, I don't know. I couldn't imagine anything worse of like, if I knew that I was going to die, telling the people that I thought cared about me, and for none of them to even try to see me would be the worst thing ever. But he had a lot of visitors, and a lot of people made it up. So, and got to tell him how, and because I do think he probably heard it. I obviously couldn't respond, but there's some, and so, yeah.
Well, but I mean, if you, I think that it's good for that person, but I think it's also good. That's something we're tending to miss here, I would say, in modernity, is, we used to have that sort of closer connection to people at end of life, and like in all those different ways. And I don't know that we have that as much anymore. And I it's really important that that like people understand like the full, not to go all Lion King, but like the circle of life. I don't know that, that's as big of a thing, but
I mean, I think I'm okay if I go my whole life and not see somebody die, but
I mean,
that's with me.
I have, and it's.
I mean, it's
good.
everybody has their thing. Like you would see people die every day.
I'd be fine with it.
You'd be like, "This is what I like." But like, you were here.
That's not.
I
that's
was
not
with
that I
you.
liked
Yeah,
what-
yeah.
I
When you say it
I
like that,
watched
it
you
sounds
go.
like she's
I
a
know,
serial
yeah.
killer.
When people are suffering, though, like
Yeah.
there is something cathartic about seeing their suffering end. Like it's different.
Right.
I'm not some sort of angel of death where I'm going around.
She's got a pillow.
I mean,
Who's today?
I know you're just like, in another life, I'd be a hospice nurse,
would be a
walking around
hospice
with a
nurse.
pillow,
Well,
putting people out of their
No,
misery.
that's not
You
it.
know?
I would just, I think there's something different
Just
about
be
like
"Shush, shush,
exiting
shush,
people
shush,
out.
You've suffered enough.
Terrible.
And it
I'm
was
just saying, like,
but it was just, and then it was just a guy that was sleeping in an empty bed. It wasn't even a patient. This guy was totally fine, and he's like, "Oh, I can sleep here." And then just like, "You're gonna be over soon."
be like, that's kind of your personality.
It is not my personality
You
at all.
don't like to see people suffer, and you'll do whatever it takes to end that suffering.
I mean, there is a reason that there's so many like lady nurses that do that sort of stuff. Anyway,
You can say that, we can't, but yes.
Oh, I'll say it. I'm not afraid.
Oh my goodness.
Try and cancel me, internet. I ain't got nothing worthwhile anyway. So
Oh gosh, you've got all these transformers. Man, we went down like a
I can
really.
still buy those even if
know.
I'm canceled.
I know we went down. We down.
Yeah, you're like, I'm bringing on the Rednecks guy. He's going to be here topless, so we're going to talk about death.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We actually talk about a lot of things on this toy podcast here. And I actually appreciate it. So we a little behind the scenes information in case you care. If not, quit listening for the next 30 seconds. But like we kind of started off doing this in kind of a format that was similar to kind of the standard and what you see other people do. And I quickly realized I hate that because I don't like schedules or
nobody gonna hold you
things
down.
keeping me within a confined box. But what I really like to do is just talk about whatever the hell I want to talk about, but also listen to other people talk about whatever the hell they want to talk about. So, we kind of joke about this being like, the body positivity podcast for the Cyberturn. There is kind of like our current thing we've been going on for a while. But and that started because people are like, I don't know, I won't be topless on the internet, and I'm like, either do I, but here I am. And so, so really, like, I think it's our guests that make this what it is, and I appreciate the conversations that people bring. So whether it's death, comics, toys,
cancer,
conspiracy theories, like whatever, right? Like that's what makes this. And so I don't know if we've talked about death before, and so thank you for bringing up a topic that's different.
Yes.
You're welcome. I'm happy to talk about death.
And I'm going to lighten the mood just slightly, but this was another personally crafted for you question.
Is that because you're moving the pillow off of the faces?
Because I'm moving the pillow off the faces. But if you had to estimate, how many shirts have you cut the sleeves off of?
Oh man. So okay, it's not many, but I would say like 5. But,
that's pretty low.
but what I do is I have, if you went through my closet, and I'm not a fashionable person, right? I'm especially I'm 6'4", so I also like finding cool clothes that are long enough for me. It's just difficult.
Mm-hmm.
But if you went up into my closet, you would find so many unwearable shirts and unwearable pairs of pants because, like, I think that maybe was the thing of like at the farm growing up was like, oh, I know that I'm going to be covered in cow shit, or these are probably going to get cut and have holes. So then you'd keep these shirts that have holes in them. And like, like some people have like, oh, I do a lot of painting, so I have painting shirts. Well, I don't paint, but I look like I paint a ton. So I have my favorite one, and I wore this over to my parents the other day. I had a black shirt, just a plain black shirt. And at one of my older jobs that I had, used to work around chemicals, and I didn't think about it. And I ended up, it's yellow all over randomly because of these chemicals change. But I just don't like it should be tossed out. But I'm like, there's nothing
Right.
wrong with it. It just looks weird. So I just wear it. So that is like maybe the most white trash thing about me. And my dad does the same thing. Like I remember my mom like having to, when he would leave the house, like throw away shirts that he had because it wasn't really a shirt anymore. It looked like Swiss cheese turned up to 99. And then like 6 months later, my dad would be like, "Hey, what happened to that red plaid shirt that I had?" My mom's like, "It's at the dump."
I mean, that's how my parents. So my parents are like germo, which is very strange because they're farm people. Like we had cattle as a kid, and they're like super germaphobes. So it was not uncommon for them to just like throw out stuff all the time. It was very. These people, like, they live by themselves. There's no kids at home anymore. They do so many loads of laundry. I do not understand. Like, I cannot wrap my mind around. They must wear like 3 different sets of clothes every day, like, just because they're just constantly like washing everything. It's just very strange. So when you say that, I'm just like juxtapositioning it with like my parents that are just like the atypical farmers from that standpoint of, you know, people that will just throw it away.
I'm like, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger, and I'll wear my jeans for months.
I will this is funny. Like the other day, I was like, okay, and I like looked around at my kitchen table, and on some of the chairs were just some shirts that I think I probably like had worn them for like a few hours, and I'm like, this isn't dirty. It doesn't need to go in the hamper. So I just grab the shirt and be like, no, that's good. You know,
no, that would have gone right in the wash for them.
I have a friend who he makes his own hours, works from home, and if he goes number 2 in a day, he immediately takes a shower afterwards and changes his clothes. I don't want to live like that.
No.
Like, buy a bidet, man. That's all you need. And
I mean, I think in their defense, so when I was a kid, they owned it was an appliance and electronics store. Remember how like towns would have like your own, like, and they also had movie rentals. Okay. And so there were families where you knew you couldn't go to their house. Like, you didn't quite know why, but you know, mom and dad would say, no, you can't go to that house. Like, they don't have a good family. But it was also the way of them saying those people have cockroaches.
Right.
Like,
yeah. There's rat pellets everywhere. Yeah.
Right.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
But because my parents sold appliances and electronics, they were like delivering to those
they've
houses.
been in them.
So they were in there. Like, they knew those people had cats that peed all over the carpet. Like, they were very in tune with like what was going on.
So like they were, besides the small town thing, they had the next level. They'd been in everybody's house.
Yes.
Yeah.
So they had like, next level. So I think that really pushed them over the edge there. Or like people bringing VCRs in, and it was like they'd open up the VCR to work on it, and it would just be like full of roaches.
Right. Oh man.
I mean, I can get that. Like, I'll be honest. Like, so if that was my life, going into people's houses and stuff, like, I would probably be like, maybe I've worn these jeans, you know, a week too long. Like, I should probably wash them now or whatever, right? Like,
it's just
yeah, I could see that. You know, there is something there with probably experiencing that, but I'm like, I don't know. I work from home. I roll around in my own stuff all day long. Like, like, I'll put it everywhere. It's on me. Why do I need to wash it?
Yep.
Like, I don't know.
It's different.
No,
it's totally different.
You know, when there's visible dirt or it smells bad, it's time to go in the washer.
This is your personal hygiene podcast.
Yeah. Unless it's cotton, then it should probably just go whatever. Right? I don't know. Like,
I don't know.
I'm just saying, jeans. Like, if you I'm gonna go on a jeans.
Who wears jeans once and then washes?
That's what I'm saying.
No,
like,
that's not.
My parents.
Yeah.
Black pants, I could see that, you know, or like khakis, because like I feel like they don't breathe as much.
Right.
Stuff shows up on them. But like I will wear jeans and be like day 5, and I got a mustard stain on them day 1. And
well, I mean, but if you like took a like you know,
like I wiped it off
and rubbed it out real quick, right?
Yeah,
like, it's fine, you know. But yeah, it's like, jeans aren't made the same they used to be. You know, they're not as durable, and so if you wash them every time you wear them, they wear out. I'm like, I'm not paying $80 for a pair of jeans.
Right. But you will pay $80 for so many Transformers.
Having them last like 6 weeks because I washed them like every other day. No. Like,
no, that's the thing that kills me about you collectors is like you will not spend money on clothes. This man has one coat. one coat. I've been trying to get him to buy another coat for 6 effing years.
Why do I need more than one coat?
He will not buy another coat. But
First of all,
I'm going to drop like $300 in the latest HasLab, but I can't spend $100 on another coat.
Well,
I could, but I don't need it.
My coat that I have right now, my parents are like, "You need a new one," and I go, "Why? I've only had it for 16 years and it's falling apart." But then, same thing. I'll be like, I already have this and all the single issues, but I do need the collected edition. Don't even look at price. Like,
that's how you afford the things you want, is by not buying the things you need.
That you need, right? That needs to be a shirt.
The coat, just so you know, the coat that I had before this, I don't even know if I would classify it as a coat. It was a plaid flannel.
We live in Iowa. We have real winters here.
The inside of it was like, what is that material, like the gray blanket we have that's like the white fluffy, whatever that is. That was the inside of it. I wore that so long, it didn't have a zipper, it had buttons. The buttons fell off, and what I did is I just took one side of it, I tucked it over this way, took the other side, tucked it over this way, and I held it shut when I went outside.
How
I had that thing for 10 years.
Were your parents when you brought him home?
They're
like, look at that coat.
Here's another like super redneck thing. So first time he met my parents is he came out to the farm, because of course, right? Like he's gonna come out to meet them there. And I have my brother who's like ultimate redneck. Like he goes on vacation to go bear hunting in Canada. Like this is
right.
He only eats meat he hunts. Like he is that sort of redneck. And so it was him, my dad, and then Rob, and my brother and my dad were deciding they were going to go out. Well, I have two, but I don't think my youngest brother was there.
They were both there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, they all went out to go target practice, and they're like, "Oh yeah, we're going to show this one up here." And they were using hand blasters. So I'm not going to say the G word.
We've already said it like 100 times with the comments.
Whatever.
Oh, right. I didn't think about that.
We have said it 100 times. Okay. So they had guns, and they were target practicing, and this one beat them all.
Oh, their pride had to have been.
They were shattered. They were shattered. But he got like instant mad. Points there of like being the best shot out of everybody.
I know how
he had been training for weeks in anticipation.
I wish that.
I mean, you are a good shot.
Yeah, I've just I've shot before. Like I haven't done competitions or anything, but I've occasionally shot. Also play a lot of video games. Yes. So the hand-eye coordination is there,
And my dad does not like video games. Like we were not allowed those as kids. Like not allowed in the house, because that's what lazy people do, is stay inside.
Rot your brain and
right. Yes, all the things there. And so, but I actually got my dad when we got the VR headset when he came over. He was playing like a shooting game. And he was like, "No, this is actually really good exercise. This is really."
Oh, you'll be sweating when you do those.
Oh, yeah. Actually,
and he was like ducking and doing all that stuff. And my dad has he wears the same size jeans he did in high school. He is that obnoxious human being. He was like,
he's the one.
He was like homecoming king, football captain. He was like that American dude. And
he's Flash Gordon.
I don't know what that means.
Do you at least know the Queen song? Flash.
Maybe
she would know it if she.
I'm sure if I heard it.
Okay, so she's even worse with music.
I'm so much worse.
Okay, I thought usually people who don't know Flash will be like, "Oh, that makes sense," because otherwise that Queen song, I don't know what that was.
I'm bookmarking something for later to educate you.
Yeah,
so you can have a little bit of knowledge.
I have no idea.
You learn something new every day.
Every day.
She does.
I really do.
I don't. I used to, but then you stopped telling me things.
Yeah, because it's too hard. You have too many underlying questions about like all the things, and it gets sometimes a little exhausting.
You can't be like, well, this person did this thing, and then not expect me to ask all the questions of like, how did it get to that point in the first place?
I know. When you're going into history and all that, I can't cover hundreds of years of history like for every item. It's just too much. It's too much. Can't do it.
No, it's true. Not in the movie with Snoop Dogg.
No. There's still time though. There's still time.
The movie with Snoop.
No, okay. So my grandpa was in a movie. Here, we're gonna do a full Snoop Dogg here. My grandpa was in a movie with Snoop Dogg. Your cousin, Jamie, who you will see at the Des Moines Con because he's one of the volunteers, smoked with Snoop Dogg. And I'm just like, that's both sides of the family here have Snoop Dogg connections.
And yeah, neither of us have met Snoop Dogg. I feel like that.
No,
that's
we need to figure this
problem.
out. It is.
I'm just gonna start telling people that I hung out with Snoop Dogg because it's like, no, we were smoking, so he said no pictures. You know?
I mean,
I just like, and the thing is, his cousin Jamie is like the most wholesome person ever. So the idea of him smoking with Snoop Dogg, just like I actually can't.
When in Rome, you know.
Well, that's his thing. He's like, well, I mean, how could I not?
Yeah, I mean, if you were ever gonna, right? Like, I wouldn't normally like do black tar heroin, but like if Jim Morrison was like, hey,
how do you turn that down?
I mean, so I've never done a drug in my life.
Yes.
Because
you don't.
Most of my family cooked meth growing up. So
true.
You know, when
you have an uncle that thinks he's Jesus.
I have an uncle that I don't think he does anymore, but he did. He thought he was Jesus. He went to California multiple times to save the world. He disappeared one day.
He did it. That's why we're still here.
I mean, okay, so this is a hard thing to argue, is because we are still here.
And he did go to California.
And he did go to California twice to save the world. And so, like, there's no way to prove that he didn't save the world. So, you know, it's a weird situation.
The best part of the story is, you know how the family realized this guy was still alive?
Okay, so he disappeared for like a decade, right? Everybody, okay, because he, you know, was all kind of out of his mind after all the meth and everything.
Yes.
He lived, he thought he was Jesus, right? So he lived like in missions, like for the longest time, but he had a job. And so like he would just always walk around with like thousands, hundreds, thousands of dollars on him, right? At one point he did get like an apartment, but like everything was covered, you know, the TVs and everything, right? Like, you know, like
because he was a degenerate. Like,
and so but anyway, so basically everybody thought that like he probably just got mugged and killed because he was walking around with a shit ton of money on him. You know, like because he didn't have anything to spend his money on, but he had a job. You know, he lived for free in, you know, missions and whatnot. And so anyway, so like 12 years later, somebody came across a news article on a Facebook page from some Texas news station that was doing an interview of people that were migrant workers. So he had been riding trains from town to town, just doing odd jobs until ran out of odd jobs, and hop back on the train, go to the next town and do some more jobs. And so if
there's like a bunch of Hispanic people and then messed out,
then one white guy that
they're like, I'm sending this back to my family. Like, cool, I'm Jesus. Oh, Jesus? No.
Yeah, right. And so like if I don't know, it was like a friend of the family that came across it, right? But if like this one random person wouldn't have came across
this dude on Facebook,
this one random Facebook like news broadcast, and then sent it back to the family, like we never would have known that he was still alive. Like, so I don't know, man.
But
like,
then you saw.
If you got any long lost relatives, just check and see if they're doing migrant work.
Just check Facebook. Yeah. No, and then you saw him. So okay, because meth messes with your mind here, guys. This is like your drug. This is your Dare podcast.
This is your Don't Do Drugs podcast for the Cybertronian era.
No, so you then saw him a couple years ago when your grandfather passed away. And this man has 2 children.
2. Didn't
recognize either of the kids.
No, one of them.
Oh, recognized.
So it was one kid on one side, me, then the other child.
He thought the meth head thought this one was
one
of his kids.
Former.
Okay, whatever. Once a meth head, always a meth head. I'm sorry. Like that rewires your brain. You can't come back.
Yeah, it doesn't. There's no healing from.
No,
it's not like alcoholism. Yeah.
So his one child, he totally ignored.
How about inactive?
Sure.
He wasn't currently.
He thought Rob was his like kid,
and we were both like, no, like
that's your
him
son
right here. And he was like, oh, okay. And then like 3 seconds later, he was like, talking to me again, like he thought I was this kid. And I was like, oh God.
Maybe he knows something you don't.
I mean, it's highly possible because like my family's weird. Like,
yeah, there's the genetics there are very strange. There's cousins that have found out as adults that they're not actually cousins.
Yeah,
because they had a father that wasn't part of the family.
Like there's a lot of halvesies and like
halvesies, they're nosies.
Yeah, nosies and You know, like
we're gonna do this again next week, but I'm talking to you guys. So,
so you know,
I'm saying if
so you
need
might
to
be from small town. You might be small town.
Yeah.
I am from the north side of Des Moines.
Yeah, you are trash. It's fine. I love you. You lived in a modular home.
I did. I
facility.
grew up in a modular home facility.
I always
It
lived
was
in
a-
a real house.
what is a modular home facility?
It is the
park.
fancy word for a trailer park.
Oh, okay. All right. That's why I was like,
Remember those floods in '93 where
Yeah.
everybody got wiped out?
I had a house, but I was in the I was hit in the flood of '93. And surprisingly, when there is neighborhoods upon neighborhoods looking for new houses, there's not a lot to go from. And we just happened to find one that we could move into because it was the show home that had furniture and everything. So worked out.
Yeah. So anyway, if you need to expand your story repertoire to even more redneck white trashness, we've got the stories for you.
yeah, I might actually take that. That's great.
They're 11. Big boy trailer park.
I mean, it really is modular home.
Yeah,
facility.
modular home facility. Okay, in my defense, like they like on the sign going into the place, it said, I can't remember what the name of the place was, but it said modular home like facility or whatever, right? So they called it that because they weren't gonna be like, nah, we're not gonna call this a trailer park. Like,
I mean,
we're upscale.
The thing is, your trailer that you lived in as like a teenager, it's not even there.
It's not
anymore.
even there now. Actually,
like-
my parents sold it to like some Mexicans. They painted it like neon green and pink, all kinds of
Of
weird
course
colors
they did.
inside. They tried to like, and then
And
they were renting. It was like a rent to own situation. I'm like, that's not gonna work. Because it's a trailer and these are shady people and like they never once paid you on time. So how do you expect them to actually pay you ever on time?
They didn't.
And
Did it burn down or did they move
so
it?
I'm gonna just take a quick step back when I say Mexicans. I don't mean any offense towards Mexicans.
I like
just
how you're
mean-
trying to like reel this back in here after you just totally made a lot of like.
It just was Mexican. So I was making a factual statement, not a racist statement, just to be clear. The pink and green part though, that was a little racist because that was right up their alley.
Oh.
But also factual. So,
I
So
realized that my mouth has been open for probably like 5 minutes straight. It started with the meth thing, and now like I'm like, why is my jaw hurt? I'm like, oh yeah.
It's happening.
Yeah.
Yes.
So my child actually, so quick fun fact here, and then we'll get back to something
Yes.
else. We realized this not that long ago, but none of my childhood homes exist.
No, they're all torn down.
So the first home that I lived in, I can't
Sounds
remember what
like
happened to that one, but it was torn down. The second one that I lived in, also torn down.
Yeah.
The third one was in a flood.
Yeah.
The fourth one just went MIA after it was owned by some Mexicans.
It's all gone.
So I can go visit the lots in which my childhood homes used to exist, but I
We
cannot go visit my
We
childhood
did go
home.
to the one that got flooded, and there is like a new house. That's
There's a
built
pond.
There are 3 new houses because they
Yes.
crammed 3 houses into a tiny lot.
Yes.
So-
Deluxe. Let's say hi to.
Deluxe.
Hello.
Hey, Deluxe.
Thanks for joining.
Welcome to the chat and
All the things.
the white trash yes, of my life. But
But
I'm a fucking adult now. I
Okay,
got a
but-
house in West Des Moines.
okay. But I can.
I made it. I made it out of the ghetto.
This was not my story, but my biggest claim to fame is that I went to high school with a girl whose house was 4 single wide trailers that were like to get like in a circle, and they built a room in the middle.
There is oh my god. Okay, so there is a indie comic that my friend does that's called Fight to the Death. And in Fight to the Death, they put 4 trailers like that, and they have death fights in the middle of the trailer.
Okay, but I knew somebody who did like I went to high school with a
So-
girl like that, and then I had my best friend in high school. She lived in a single wide that her dad added an addition onto. He upgraded the single wide.
Not to a double wide, just like
I live in a 1.5 wide.
Yes,
Sorry,
it
what?
was so good. Oh,
when a single is not
This
good,
is why-
not
this
good enough,
is
you just need a little extra room.
I
Like,
just have to say again, this is why your comic and like what talking to
Yes.
you was like it hit like all the feels here.
So how do I get to your house? Okay. where are you at? Well, I'm at your address. Oh yeah, I'm in the middle of these four. You're outside. I'm gonna need you to get over that one. And I'm in the
Like, I'll be honest. Like, there's a part of me that just wants to do that now. Like, go buy 4 trailers, put them in a square, build something in the middle.
No,
like a little
you could
courtyard.
here's what you can do. You could expand onto your house. Let's buy the lot over. And you don't need to buy building materials. You just use all your toy boxes and put adhesive. And if you turn them inwards, you can store stuff in some of them.
So I have
fact,
made jokes about digging tunnels to my neighbors' houses. So,
okay. But also, fun fact: if you remember, all politics are local. So the best way to screw with anybody is to get involved with the city council.
Yep.
So what we learned with a terrible neighbor and showing up to the city council and emailing the mayor and the entire city council of our area was that, and showing up to all the meetings, was that anything can be considered art. So if your neighbors are really screwing with you,
so
you could put, say,
I do know about this.
mirrors.
This is
like
the,
across
the,
your,
the city regulation for our city.
but it's probably the same,
So,
right? Like,
You know,
'cause
before
nobody
you
can
go
define art.
installing art installations, just make sure you check your city code.
Yeah, check your city code. Get
Don't come
involved
back and
with
be like,
local
they
politics.
said I could install art installations and it was
This is
okay.
not this is
No,
not
check your code
illegal.
first.
This is not legal advice, but art is very hard to define. Read your city code. If you don't like your neighbors, you can probably do something like creating something really hideous and ugly, or that would shine bright lights into their windows at all hours of the night. And
Technically,
call it
like
art.
a laser light show, like with fog and whatever else, right? Like, could be considered an art installation.
Yep.
If it just shines directly into their bedroom. Sucks for them.
Yep.
I'll just start bringing in old tractors from the farm and just parking them in the lawn. This is art.
I mean,
It's art. Yeah.
It's art.
Nothing
yeah.
they can do about it.
Just take a paintbrush and a little bit of paint and make one line and be like, I don't know, you know.
And I could put a homeless guy inside of it. I'll be like, it's a performance piece.
Oh my gosh. That's so good.
Yeah. Was a statement piece. Now it's a performance.
No, he doesn't live there. This is an act. He's method. So he's staying here for the performance.
And the best part is he's homeless, so like you don't even have to pay him to perform. Like,
I'll be like, hey dude, you need water? You go to that hose. Yeah.
So good. So good.
Try not to drink too much though, because it's probably toxic.
Oh my goodness.
Oh man, like remember when we could just drink out of hoses as kids, and like now it's like
we
you're not
can-
supposed to do that.
You know, you can still drink out of hoses. It just doesn't taste as good as when you're an adult.
I
Like you
know.
can taste like the rubbery, hosey, like nastiness. I don't know if it just wasn't there or if
It's
what
like
it was.
Do you know about the Trix theory? So you know, like in the commercials for Trix cereal, is it Trix? Where they don't see it like it's like when you're a kid, they were like all these cool shapes and stuff. And like, but now that you're an adult, they're just little balls. And it's because you grew up. They didn't change what they look like. You just now are we're depressing old people. And so we see the world through different eyes.
That I didn't know about that, but now that you say it, that's actually true.
Good.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So I'm going to ask you. So normally at this time we get to our wheel of questions, but we're not going to get to that clearly here. Do you have a favorite conspiracy theory?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. This is the best.
You talk about that, and I'm gonna find pictures of Trick cereal.
Oh, I swear Trix had more than just balls.
Hey, shut your
Sorry.
mouth. Conspiracy.
So the classic one is, you know, JFK did not get shot, right? Or who shot him was not who they say they were. Neither of those are my conspiracy theory. My conspiracy theory is that there was no shooter. He had a rare disease which causes his head to explode.
Oh.
And that's why the angle doesn't match up or whatever.
That's a good
Okay. So
one.
did you make this up yourself, or like did you hear this?
I
somewhere?
don't know at this point.
Okay. Because this is good. I like this.
Yeah.
Like because spontaneous combustion like is theoretically a
and
real
he was,
thing, right?
I mean, he was an addict. He did have like, extensive like neurological disabilities from World War II when he was fighting. And so like there is a conspiracy theory that like that's part of the reason that the government took him out was because he was such a hardcore addict. They couldn't, they were nervous he was going to cause like World War III.
Do you think that like maybe he was going into Area 51 and he was doing alien drugs? And then this was the result, and like it was a delayed response because no human had ever done, Mars meth.
I mean,
makes sense.
If it can make my uncle Jesus, it could definitely cause a head to explode.
As soon as this is over, please reach out to us because we're just going to make sure that I don't have the FBI swarming through my windows. As soon as
I mean, we're all already on.
We're like, you're too close.
Your phone is always listening to you guys. Like it's always listening. And the government has so many files.
No, remember, it's the COVID vaccine. It's not our cell phones.
Oh my gosh. Do you have any family members that are involved in QAnon? I just have to ask them.
No, but many members of the red hat wearing 4-letter cult.
Okay. All right. Got it. Yes.
No QAnons, no.
No, I got some Q folks.
I'm sorry.
And it's fun.
The only Q that you need to know is Q from Star Trek.
I don't even know that one.
Oh.
I'll bring up an image of that. Show you later.
Yes.
The Q Collective.
You learn something every time.
Every time. Multiple things.
Flash Gordon and the Q Collective.
Yeah. So but that's not how it looks.
No, now they're just little, like it's just a red ball, a purple ball, a blue ball.
Oh, that's dumb.
They're now just like this is what it used to look like.
Yeah. And with all the petroleum-based dyes.
Hold on, I have to go back to another tab.
Some of that red number 4.
Well, that is without it. Oh, I closed my Google tab.
All right.
Hold on.
That's
I'll
fantastic.
find it again.
Love that we've just now gotten this cereal. We've gone from trailers to meth to
We were started at death. So like it really makes it weirder the further back we go.
I don't know if I should have accepted the cookies and put in my email address just to get this picture.
You definitely should have. Oh, those look terrible.
Wait, what did I do?
Oh, it's because they're getting away from the artificial colors to like more natural things. I'm good with that. That makes sense.
I have to share my thing again, so just talk.
Okay, I'm
just be a person. Just like we're doing a show.
Okay, so I'm gonna ask a question of you on the show. Is like, why
you get so wrapped up in whatever this is why I'm supposed to be like the production side of it.
I can't do it.
And you like talk
There's
to people.
There's flashing things happening on the screen.
You just ignore it.
Okay, but why did you put this? Why did you put this Chester cheat up here?
Because we need to have toys in our.
It ain't easy being. I have a Count Chocula figure back there.
Oh, is that the Jada Toys one?
Yeah, no, this is one of the little, like they were in the cereal blind boxes. I can't remember who did them now, but yeah, I got Count Chocula back there. He's cute.
Jada Toys did. So this is Jada Toys. Flaming Hot Chester Cheetah, of course, because he's flaming hot. But they're doing all the mascots, and they did a Count Chocula one, and I didn't pick it up, and I kind of regret doing it because they did Count Chocula and they did Boo Berry, and there's another one I can't remember.
What's the Frankenberry?
Yeah, Frankenberry.
Yeah, you didn't do that.
Yeah, and I didn't get any of those through the cereal ones, and I'm like, and I don't know, I might try to go find them, because.
But the Chester Cheetah and the Flaming Hot Chester Cheetah, they're pretty good.
So this is what.
So the left is what they used to look like, and the right is now with the natural food dyes.
It's looking less. The world is getting less colorful. We're getting more depressed.
Or I'm just going to throw this out here: is it actually getting more colorful because we've been deceived to thinking that this left picture is actually the more colorful one all of our life, but in reality, this is the more colorful one, but we just can't perceive it that way.
It's the Mandela effect.
The lies we've been fed our entire life.
Yeah.
Bernstein or Bernstein? Bears?
Yeah. Okay.
Totinos or Tostinos?
Wait, what? I haven't heard the last one.
So like the pizzas, you
Yeah,
know, like the cheap ones. Yeah, some people will say it's Totino's, and some people say it's Tostinos.
Oh, were they spelled different?
No, it's like do you know what
Yeah.
the Mandela effect is?
Yeah,
It's-
no, I know what it
Ah,
is.
Yeah, it's
like,
same like that. It's like they're just same thing. I don't know which one's the right one, honestly.
okay, interesting.
Well, we're gonna probably find out while we're looking up food. Let's keep going.
Oh goodness.
Speaking of which, we're gonna have to get some of those because I love those freaking pizzas.
Oh, that crappy, terrible food for
It
you.
is
Do you know what
definitely.
you do? You get 3 of them, and you cook them, and then you take them out, and you put
Oh,
pizza sauce and cheese in between them, and you make a lasagna out of it, and you put it back in the oven for a little bit.
oh no. Have you done this?
No,
Okay, we're gonna do it.
you can add sausage.
Maybe that's our new cooking channel. We should
on.
just do videos where it's just like
Hold on, I gotta open up another Chrome tab here. Make note of like it is Totino's.
Oops.
I swear there's an S in this. There's no S.
Here's another amazing white trash food. Yay or nay on fried bologna sandwiches?
Yay. And also, fun fact, bologna and hot dogs, same thing. It's just a different shape.
It's a hot dog pancake.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's the exact same product. It's just the shape is different.
I have no. Is this how you?
It's the shape different. So instead of a hot dog, it's just a flat.
Instead of a hot dog.
It's just a
Yeah.
flat. This is your Shapes podcast.
This is your Shapes podcast, guys. We talk about shapes.
I mean, you're the one who put this stupid Chester Cheetah like that.
I mean, the guy's trench coat and flaming hot Cheeto.
I leave you down here to set stuff up and then I come down and it's like this. I was like, all right.
Well, I was trying to
this is
find
my life.
something with the hand up here, but like I ran out of time. So.
I know.
So yeah, we're gonna make some Totinos. I want to say Tostinos because that's I feel like what I grew
there's
up
an
on.
S in there.
But
That is
no,
weird.
I literally just had the picture up.
I know. I
Look,
swear to you.
Totinos.
There's supposed to be an S.
We're gonna make that. We're gonna make some lasagna. That's gonna be a thing, and you've never had it. Maybe we'll wait for the Des Moines Con and we'll bring it fresh.
Yeah, we'll figure out a night to meet up to make it. Yeah.
We'll just show up at the Des Moines Con with the pan of it.
Toaster oven.
No, like we'll bake it fresh. Like we'll cover it in like tinfoil.
Meet us in the lobby.
Yeah.
11. We'll have
You've
plates.
been talking about, telling Dave and
Okay, but I have
Travis
really
and
wanted to make
everybody
people
like,
snack packs.
you know what? The snack pack is gonna be Totino's lasagna.
Why did you make this lasagna? This is
Full of
incredible.
chicken nuggets.
It's a noodleless lasagna. Give it a try.
J&J, hey, welcome. Welcome.
Pizza bites are great.
Yeah,
Those
pizza bites are
are
fantastic. I could eat, I could live on pizza bites.
there's nothing natural about
No
that
doubt.
at all.
As adult, my favorite thing as an adult is to just have like a big old bag of like pizza bites.
When I have to
bites in
travel
my-
for work, I just order pizza bites.
She
and that's all he
she
eats.
buys me like a 50-pound bag of it. Like I'm gonna be gone for like 3 days. Here you go. And I'm like done. I'll just
That's-
make pizza
She meal
bites.
she's like, it's all meal prepped in the freezer, and there's just separated into 3.
Like I'll make it for breakfast,
Monday,
and then I'll
Tuesday.
have it for dinner. I won't eat lunch because I'm like, well, I have a bag today, so like that's 25 pizza bites in. So
Do you want to grab lunch today? Oh no, I brought my own. And then it's just a brown bag, and they're just in it, and you just dump it onto a paper plate. Oh man.
This is a wild one, guys.
Oh. Oh. What was your favorite junk food as a kid, or like snack food?
Not as I don't care about children. What
No, I
is it
wanna
now?
know.
Like I want to know now because I just learned about Totino's lasagna, so I don't care about it as a child. I want some more.
You're like, this
stuff.
guy doesn't mess
Yeah.
around. Man, I inherited the thing from my mom where like after every meal I have to have like a piece of candy or something. But like and I like chocolate, but like it's something like sweet. So I'm gonna so there's have you ever heard of a diabetic burrito?
No.
All right. You get a fruit roll up, you fill it with Gushers, you wrap it up into a burrito, and if it's one of the multi-packs with fruit by the foot, you put fruit by the foot around it.
Oh,
It's so bad. It's incredible.
I would eat that.
I would not. I couldn't do that. That would be
It's so
too
much sugar, and then wash it down with a Mountain Dew,
Oh God.
and you'd be
Oh.
sipping.
The problem is like the fruit roll-ups and the gushers or fruit by the foot, like once they get a little wet, then they just get all sticky together, right? So it really turned into just this tube that I'm just like,
You put it all in at once.
yeah.
So my first house that I bought my first house in December of 2007 because I have impeccable timing for everything in my life. It's-
You have bad
so
timing. I have
right
impeccable
before
timing.
like the
would've
bonus
got
the
cheap.
rebates for like houses like during the recession, like I missed out on all of that. So December 2007, I bought like the crappiest house. I had to like totally gut and remodel it. It was very, very old. The city planning said it was built in 1910, but like the city like the records burned in 1910. So we actually I don't know how old the house is, but I was never allowed to drink like soda. We could have like a thimbleful as a kid because because everyone knew like you shouldn't drink all these like massive amounts of soda. But when I'm renovating this house, I started to crave Mountain Dew like really badly, like all the time. And then so this could be totally made up and in my
It
head, and
probably
it's
is.
fine. It's fine. I don't care.
probably
Like
from all
y'all
the
think I'm
asbestos.
crazy. But then I was like, why am I craving Mountain Dew all the time? There's an agent in Mountain Dew that counteracts lead poisoning. So I was probably exposed to lead while I'm renovating this house.
This segment has been brought to you by Pepsi.
Yeah,
Saves lives.
this is a health podcast now.
That was a safety.
Yes.
Lead
So
po-
if you're
lead
ever hardcore, if you're not a soda drinker and you're hardcore like craving Mountain Dew, you might just want to go get your lead levels checked out.
So in Men in Black 3, that's part of the story is that Will Smith's character keeps craving chocolate milk like insanely, and it's because if you time travel, if you're in the wrong time period, you get these terrible headaches, and the only thing that nullifies it is chocolate milk. And so that's how they realize that he's time traveled.
Oh,
Interesting.
maybe I was time traveling.
It's not
Maybe it
worth
wasn't
seeing.
lead poisoning.
It's not worth seeing.
I wish you were time traveling. It'd be much better. Before I get too derailed and
Yes.
go off on another tangent.
Oh yeah. Are you
There-
gonna rant?
There are two things.
Yes.
Because I know you're just gonna be like, rah, rah,
Yeah.
and be all like that. And so, okay.
Sorry.
So we're gonna just enter in my segment that is called Rob's Rants here.
Is he getting on a soapbox?
And
Well, it's gonna be a box.
so I'm pretty lenient with people in terms of like shipping things to me. Like I don't
shipping things.
I don't
Fine.
I don't get very up in arms very often. Oh wait, hold on, where's my banner?
That's your banner. Just at the footer, Rob's Rants.
But I got pretty excited today because new Transformer, right?
Yeah.
And this is what showed up, this box.
Okay.
So it wasn't
Like-
even taped.
And then when I pick it up, this just happens.
Was it still in there or not?
It was in there. Yeah, it was in there.
Move it down just a little bit, but it's like crushed.
And
There's a
I'm
footprint
like
on
looking
it.
at it. I'm like, is this a footprint?
Oh, holy crap.
Like this looks like a footprint to me.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, like it's the bottom of somebody's shoe or boot.
And so I take it out, and
This is your Hasbro Pulse.
this is a problem.
I know.
So I take it out because I can't see it and show at the same time. And it's a little crunched here. Is it not? Like
Yeah, no, there was some
And-
weight put on that.
and I get to looking at it and the plastic screen. I'm trying to see if I can get this to show up in any way here. I don't know if it can be seen or not, but basically there was enough weight put on it. Yeah, I don't think it's going to show with any weird angle I can get. I don't know. Anyway, so there's enough weight that was put on it that it permanently left an imprint of the figure. Here.
Oh man.
Like where clearly during shipping it was flat like this for whatever period of time, and I'm like, and so like there's a whole outline of basically the figure in the front.
The guy was
Here.
trying to get the packages at the top, so he used another
Just like,
package to.
Here, I'll just step on this, right? And so this is a slight redemption story here. Oh, actually, yeah, on the back. So the back
you can
is
see it
all
bad.
kind of jacked up.
Oh
too.
yeah,
And like it
you
actually
can see that.
it actually has a pop through the back there. And so I'm like, there's no way there's not damage to this. Maybe there's not. Maybe it's fine, right? But
you took a video.
but I took it like an unboxing video because I'm just like, there's no way this is not just destroyed inside here. And so like I just started off with a video and I just like flip out the thing and then it just slides right on out because there's nothing keeping it in the box, right? And it's all like just squished. So I just sent an email to Hasbro Pulse and surprisingly they like responded very quickly and they're just gonna ship me another one. And so slight redemption story for I don't know, Hasbro Pulse making it right, but FedEx, fuck you. Like seriously though, like if you like are shipping something and you happen to have a package like that just gets squished, maybe like
they probably sent it out this way.
Yeah.
That's probably they wanted it.
We got it this way. Like I'm sure you received it this way, right? Given that I've ordered 800 Transformers from Hasbro Pulse and like, like they've all showed up okay except for this one mostly anyway. Very few problems with shipping boxes, but
I'm glad they're solving.
Yeah, the driver, so I went out to get it when the FedEx driver was still sitting in the truck in the street. And like I look over, I'm like, I went to make eye contact to like wave, because normally if I see him, like I'll wave, be like, hey, thanks for dropping off my stuff, like for the 100th time this week. And he would not look at me. He just like he kind of like side-eyed looked and then just like hands on steering wheel drove off, right? And I'm like, yeah, buddy, like you know that this was fucked up, like, and you just left on my doorstep anyway, like it was fine. And so but anyway, yeah, so a new one's on the way. Hopefully it'll show up in better shape. But if anybody is interested in a potentially squished or broken Astro Train, we might just do a giveaway and let it be a free for all. Unless you want to claim it right now, then it's yours, and we'll bring it to Des Moines Con with the Totino's lasagna.
Make it into the lasagna.
Oh my god,
that's actually not a bad idea. Like we would get a lot of internet points for that. Like not good.
It could be like a birthday cake lasagna with that. Then instead of a candle, like it would just be that on a stick.
Just Astro Train on a stick.
Well, it's because sometimes people put strippers in birthday cakes. You put your busted up Transformer in a Totino lasagna, as you do. It ain't easy being cheesy.
Did he kill the mood?
Why are you talking about Diddy right now?
Chester killed the mood, but Diddy. Oh, we did watch that. We watched that. But speaking of documentaries, we did watch that documentary recently. That was a wild one. That Diddy one.
I am very nice to my delivery drivers. I'm always pleasant and I wave at them.
Yes.
You're the only guy on this side of town that orders anything.
Yeah.
I could shave off an hour of my shift. You need your fucking toys.
So many packages around.
All I'm saying is I stimulate the economy and I give them jobs. So like that's their own problem. If it wasn't for me, like
who knows? FedEx would probably go out of business if you.
They would be.
They'd be living in an art installation in the backyard to annoy the neighbors.
Yeah, right. Be a thespian.
Hello, hey, Jay Shot.
Jay Shot, I had a dream about you last night.
Why do you say that, Todd? Can we go back to my list of questions?
Oh, I thought you wanted to go back to talking about me dreaming about Jay Shot.
No, I don't want to talk about that right now. Or ever, really. Sorry, Jay Shot. Let's see. What were the other ones I wanted to ask you?
I don't know. Like,
I know.
Prepare yourself. I'm on top of it.
I make a list, and this is what you do to me. I'm going to ask one more question.
Notice how it's always my fault.
It is always your fault. Welcome to being married. This is a very important one.
Okay.
If you were required to replace one piece of your body with a corresponding action figure's body part, what would you be swapping out and why?
All right. You're not going to guess this. I would take Ken's genitals because I would get so much more done if I didn't have to take care of that. and my younger years would have gotten in less trouble if I was flat in the front, like Ken.
Oh God.
Or if that's not acceptable, if we can't do genitals, I would take Barbie's boobs, because then I wouldn't have to shave my chest as much because it gets itchy and my nipples. It would just be my B or whatever cup she has, but then no shaving.
See, that's the route I was gonna go when you were talking about this question. I was like, well,
What was the show we were watching where some dude, like on a dare, got a boob job?
oh, it was botched.
Oh, that's what it was. Have you ever watched Botch? That's
Yeah,
such a good
I can't.
show.
Somebody did that as a dare.
As a dare,
Yeah.
as a dare, and then he kept it, and so then he was at Botched because like these like
just wanted-
implants had been there for 20 years.
Yeah.
It's like I went to prison and it didn't work out good for me.
And he didn't
Actually, the funny thing was like the doctors were just like, yeah, no, like they're totally
fine.
solid, they're fine, like there's no need to worry about them or remove them. He's like, oh, good, because I kind of like them.
All right, maybe the dare was a setup, it was an excuse.
I mean,
What a wild.
I'm just saying, like, there's only one pair of boobs in the house, and if there were two, I wouldn't be upset about it.
Wow.
There's a lot of nipples in my house because I have two cats. I have two cats. They're both female. That's why.
Great choice, Megatron.
Okay. I mean, yeah, if you could swap out like for a Transformer one, are you saying you wouldn't swap out like
so
on,
real
like,
question here, JMJ, you're talking about is Megatron's cannon, right? But are you talking about like the G1 Megatron cannon?
or is this what we're gonna do right now?
Let's see if I can find a quick, easy picture here.
Probably not. Probably not. While he struggled with pictures, let's do one more shout out here to
Don't shout, just talk
I'm not gonna
pleasantly.
shout. Okay. Big Gun, Stupid Rednecks. How can people find that? Where can they purchase it? How can they stay up to date with that and everything else that you're working on?
Yeah, pre-order is open for Big Gun Stupid Redneck, so you can order it through your local comic book store. There's pre-order codes, and it is honestly, with the title being as weird as it is, it's a very simple search to get that information. Otherwise, and it's a bunch of numbers, or I'd give it to you. It's like 9 numbers. But otherwise, if you wanted to get a copy signed by me, Starfighter Comics in Sioux City, Iowa, you go to starfightercomics.com. They have it. It'll signed by me, sent to you as soon as it comes out. And then I am all over all forms of social media. All you got to do is search my name, Austin Allen Hamblin. And if you found me from watching this and follow me, shoot me a message. I will send you some digital PDFs of comics that I've worked on.
Fantastic.
So when I thought James was talking about the arm cannon, I thought he was talking about this cannon piece. not this one.
That's not an arm.
If I was going to replace something of me with something of Megatron, it would
It'd be the trigger.
It would definitely be this section,
the trigger section.
not this section.
Obnoxious.
It would be this one.
You're obnoxious.
It looks like it's just a harmonica in the middle is what it looks like.
It actually does. Doesn't it?
It's like, well, we got these harmonicas we got to use up, so let's build the toy around.
I never actually thought about that until now, and it absolutely looks like harmonica.
Fantastic. So occasionally remember to do this. Is there anyone you would like to nominate to be on Topless Toy Talk? Anyone you think to be a great guest for us here in the future?
Oh man.
Because we also do have the guest referral form,
Yeah,
which
so
you are now showing them.
I switched the QR code up here. We have a form, so if anybody is like, I want to see you guys try to get this person
Yeah, I want to see
topless.
these people's shoulders.
I am not. I'm blanking. I used up all my mental bandwidth on the meth stuff. So I don't have anybody.
Jesus, sure, saving the world.
We
I'm
got
sure-
one. We got one fault. That's all I asked for.
Thank you, Shaggy Chi.
You wouldn't have done that without me. So I do take commission in the form of cash.
or the Totino's
and
pizza.
or
Lasagna.
Totino's lasagna.
Stupid. All right. Well, if we've stumped you, that's fine.
Yeah, you've stumped me on that one.
All right. Well,
We like to blindside people and be like,
Yes.
hey, like
you answered so many of our random
like,
questions like without even thinking. I just didn't think that this would be the one that would stump you.
like we had Austin on last week and he was like, you totally like
Well,
should
here's
be
my
this
here's my
person.
pie in the sky. I guess I do have an answer. Because this person does have something that they should be promoting right now. So I want you guys to get Sydney Sweetie on here to talk about the new Euphoria season.
No, I mean, you think you're joking? I'll send her a message right
Yeah.
now.
And you can thank me if that happens. Everybody listening can thank me if that happens.
I mean, we have yet to get a lady on. So at some point,
if anybody knows a woman that would join us, please.
I
Like,
mean, this is like it's a goofy concept. You're not like you're just showing shoulders here. We're not doing anything too crazy.
speak for yourself.
I
we
mean, that is true.
didn't have to do much crazy. We're just talking about
I'm
death and
replacing
death
body
and,
parts.
and yeah, replacing crotches. That was my fault, though, but yeah.
Blame J&J for that one.
That is
actually.
JMJ's problem. Fantastic. Well, thank you all for joining us.
Oh, you're wrapping up?
Yes, we will see you next Tuesday.
And tell your mom that I said hi.